Tell it.
I wasn't aware how real the like post I just started working out sleep was.
Yeah.
And I woke up. Well, first off, I was gonna go see A Quiet Place today. A Quiet Place 2, I mean. I was like, oh, that's let me go see that. Let me take this hour nap at 3:00 because I've been up since I've been basically on an overnight schedule, so I've been up for forever. I'm like, let me get this little nap in. I'm gonna see A Quiet Place. I set it on 4, but I got caught up on the internet, like trying to fall asleep, and then I fall asleep until like 4. It's like, that's out. So I went to sleep, and then I woke up. I had really deep dreams too, bro. I had a dream that we did a 2K team up, but it was like NBA Jam. I don't know why. It was like NBA Jam style. So we were like playing 2-on-2 online, and like I was Jokic, and you took Kobe, and we was running a 2-man game. I'm like, this is a nasty duo though.
So we're playing against other people?
Yeah. But I don't know. It was a lot. It was a lot going on there. It was kind of crazy. But that was a dream that I had. And then you had texted me and I texted you back. And then I remember texting you back. And then you were like, I fell back asleep for another like 5 minutes. And then I had to go dream about Guardians of the Galaxy for some reason. And then I woke up and you were like, you ready to record? I'm like, oh, it's 8. Oh, it's 8:20. Oh, excuse me. If I didn't read that message, I could have slept till 10. I really could have slept till 10, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
No, I was waiting for a text message at 10. Be like, hey man, I'm up.
Yeah, I know how it goes. I know how it goes with me. Like when I'm out, like I was texting me, oh crap, I'm finally up.
I started mentally preparing myself. It was like, all right, Levi, just stay up. We'll be up for a little bit.
It's gonna be a long night. Right, but nah, I'm here though. But yeah, working out was fun today. He was like setting everything up. And he was like, well, it was a smooth day, right? Because first off, everybody was at Planet Fitness this morning. I guess it's because they wanted to go work out before they went to eat all the foods that they were gonna eat today.
Yeah.
But he was like, yeah, we're just gonna figure out your maxes. And he did the Thibodeau to me that we talked about. He's like, yeah, we're gonna get the blood flowing. Like, we're gonna do a 10-minute treadmill on the high incline on 3. We're gonna do like half a mile. I'm like, huh? That gets the blood flow. That's how we start. Oh, yep. Understood. All right then. So we do that. That went better than I expected it to go because I haven't been on a treadmill in a very long time. So I didn't know if I was going to die or not, but that went better than I expected. You know, we having a good conversation, catching up. That's the homie. So, you know, it's cool catching up with the homie. And then we went to the weight stuff. We showed me like some what's it called? The back kick thing. I be seeing on TV where you like put your knee on the thing and then you.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You showed me how,
it's like butt rows pretty much.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we did that. They were showing me some curl exercises and stuff like that. I didn't know how deep the workout bag was. I thought a lot of stuff was just for show that they be doing because it looks like it's just for show. Yeah, it looks like it's just showing like, is that doing anything? Looks like you're just being extra, but apparently it all means something. So, you know, respect to all of you. Except for the one dude who was standing by the squat rack, but he was dancing for 10 minutes before he did an actual squat. I feel like my man was trying to hype himself up. I didn't know what's going on. But he was standing there for a minute. He kind of like Israel Adesanya in the face. He was standing there. He was literally dancing. We're like, what's up, what's up, man's over here? Man's is wilding. Yeah. You know? But then he finally actually did something. Oh, good for him. Okay. He actually did something. Good for you. You know
see a lot of wild things at gyms.
You do.
You can go to gyms just people watch.
It seems like great people watching place, honestly. I think the best people watching places right now in LaGrange are probably the gym and cookout drive-through late at night.
Yeah.
Getting that later.
Waffle House.
Yeah, Waffle House too. Waffle House had the cops Saturday night just hanging out just in case.
Friday and Saturday nights,
So yeah, then we did the bench thing, which I've never benched rest of my life. I've never been over there. That was new. I'm sorry, Joel Embiid left the game with knee soreness.
It's currently 61-60.
Yeah. It says he's ruled out due to right knee soreness. Jesus, this season has ruined everybody. Yeah. Maybe it's like we'll get through this game, or we'll go back to Philly and then we'll handle this later. If the Wizards get one, they just get one. Maybe that's the mindset. Hopefully.
Yeah.
What was that? Oh yeah, we did the bench press thing. You know, that was fun because you know you feel strong when you bench press. I don't know why. It just feels like a strong activity.
I don't. That's why I have a bird chest, so it's like my weakest area.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I don't know how strong mine was. We met. He wanted to get my maxes today, so to see where to start and then where we're gonna go from.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I was like, oh, okay, I struggled with that one, but I got it up, so we're gonna stop there. And they put another up there. Oh, we're still going. Oh, okay.
Yeah. One more.
We got that. Yeah,
One
exactly.
more.
Right. So then we did that, figure my max out. I'm just gonna be open because I plan on keeping this up, and I maxed out at 95. You know what I'm saying?
That's fine.
He said 195. So I'm like, he said 195. I'll access that. So I'm gonna tell people, I'm still 195. You said it already, so that's the number. I'm saying 195. It's too late. You said it. That's where we at. 195. That's where I started at. Yep. Start 195 day one. You know, I'll go up from there. We can do better.
Hey, if this makes you feel better, yeah. I bet you right now I could walk into Planet Fitness tomorrow and probably not even do 95. Like that's how when I was at the peak of my working out, you're supposed to do your body weight. That's supposed to be easy. Right. You're supposed to walk in and do your body weight. Like back when I went 3-4 months hard grinding, I got just like 5 or 10 pounds above my body weight, which I was gaining a lot of weight in the process. But yeah.
Right.
So never been very successful at it.
Yeah. So he did that. And then, so everything was smooth, you know what I'm saying? Then we did the last stuff. He showed me we did like this thing with the rope thing where you pull it down. We did that a little bit. Some of those pull down things. Like, okay, this is cool. And then see, toward the end of it, he's like, yeah, we're going to do some ab stuff. I wasn't tripping on the ab stuff until he said, I'm going to do 2 30-second planks. I'm like, oh, you said 2.
The planks, that's the easy stuff, bro. That's the easy stuff.
No, it's not. No, it is not. It's the worst activity. I was doing that. And that's when I started feeling everything. I was feeling all right till then. Mm-hmm. And then the plank came. I was like, this is 30 seconds is a long time.
He should have made you done 6 inches. That's the worst one.
That sounds terrible.
You know that one? That's where you lay on your back and then you just put your feet up in the air. Yeah, straight 6 inches above the ground.
Yeah. No. Keep that in my life.
Yeah.
Keep that in my life. So yeah, I was good till then. Once those came, I was like, this is, I don't like this at all.
Yeah.
But it's cool though, because the game plan, they said we're going to put muscle on, then we're going to tone it down. So I'm like, cool, that'd be lit. So I had the muscle first, then we'll get the rest of it figured out. Yeah, I'm getting the whole workout thing together because my plan is to get this part and then I'm going to get the combat part of it. So, you know, I have the look that I can defend myself and then I have the skills to defend myself with it. So you just going to lose on all accounts, you know what I'm saying? Don't think I just had these muscles and then you can just, you know, come up like, hey, you look strong, let's fight. No, I'm had the skills to punch in your face really hard.
Start doing MMA.
Yeah. Well, you know the boxing gym here.
Yeah, I learned that a few years ago,
Yeah, I've heard it. I heard of them like it's LaGrange, so you always gotta be half skeptical of anything here.
Yeah.
But yeah, somebody that he knew brought it up today. I'm like, oh, for all words, so that place is legit. Yeah, now I'm gonna have to go. So that's the next. You know,
I've never seen of or heard of this boxing gym until when I was in college, and one of my frat brothers got into a verbal altercation with another fraternity brother from a different fraternity, and the other guy was like talking about how he spars, and he was like, we can go to the boxing gym right now if you want. And I was like, wait, hold up, we got a boxing gym? And then that's when I learned.
That's the thing, bro. People don't understand, and I stress this on this program when we sit the Oklahoma video. You don't know who knows what. Leave people alone.
Oh no, I'm taking money on my boy.
2020.
I was putting money on my boy either way, because he's one of those you don't know what you're getting into.
Oh, he got some training too.
Yeah, I mean he's thick, like he's big, but he's short. He's shorter than me, but I saw that dude take 5 haymakers to the face in a 2-point stance and ask for more.
Oh, okay. He's one of those types.
If you get him drunk enough, he is.
Don't. Oh, okay. See, yeah, that's different. But yeah, that's not. I want to understand. Do not just be out here trying to fight regular people. You don't know who knows what.
Yeah,
I seen a video the other day of dude trying to fight this dude. See if he was fighting their ass, and dude was like, "You still in the ring?" He tried to run it. That dude hit him with a sweeping leg kick, took him off his feet in half a second. Like, see, you don't know who be knowing stuff out here.
you don't.
Because they take your leg from you now. Because somebody does that to you, you already lost. Because you are behind. Because you have no counter for that.
Yeah.
Easy kicked you. Now you're on the ground like, oh, you know how to do that. Let's rethink this whole situation. Let's recalibrate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know who knows what. Just relax. But yeah, so that's Workout Tales episode 1. He told me I can eat popcorn, so that's what really counts. I didn't lose popcorn out of my diet, so that's what's really important. That's the most important thing about this. Yes.
I wouldn't think
lose
that's
French fries.
You gotta lose French fries.
I am losing French fries, unless I, work it all off, which I'm not gonna do that. I wouldn't do that. I already know I wouldn't do that. So
he should have you. Are you on a high calorie diet?
He said no. He said that take protein's a good calories, trying to keep calorie count not too high, keep it all balanced.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. So getting on that. You know what I'm saying? I got some smoothies to drink. You feel me? We're gonna be good. We're gonna be good though. Yeah. The good thing is I've been doing it Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So like my whole work week isn't affected. Just like 2 days of work. Well,
that's good.
More terrible than I usually am. Yeah, I've been more useless than I usually am at work. Well, I'll be like, I don't have to mail it in like I normally do. It was mailed in naturally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. It's fun though. But yeah, for sure. How's your week?
It's straight. Did a little half day today. A little half Memorial Day. Yeah.
Yeah. I love a good half day of anything is nice. Like when it's just half a day of work.
Yeah.
Like, you feel good. You feel like, oh yeah, I'm leaving early anyway. Who cares?
Oh,
the energy is different. That I'm leaving. That I get off early. Energy is different. It's a different person.
No, it really is.
That and the I got vacation after this day is just a different.
Oh yeah.
Who cares? None of it matters. None of it matters. Yeah, that's a fact. But yeah, man. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Not the Experts Weekly. See what I did there? Into NTEW. Two is how Baltimore
the 2 is for. What's the 2 for?
TEW. So Wednesday, Not the Experts Weekly. I mean weekly, not Wednesday. Yeah, weekly. Into like from Baltimore. Shout out to Baltimore one time. Shout out to the Baltimore accent for being the most random thing in the world. It's such a random accent. Yeah. It doesn't. Like, where did it come from?
Well, it's like a conglomeration of Southern accent and Northern accent.
Maryland's a weird place because Maryland really feels Southern in a lot of ways. Baltimore specifically really feels Southern.
I've never been out there, so.
Yeah. Q is from Baltimore, and he's like, yo, like, we rock with the South so much in Baltimore. It's weird. Like T.I., Jeezy, all those guys are like loved up there, like they're from there.
Yeah.
And then, they got fish. They like to eat fish and grits because, they got all the seafood anyway. So.
Yeah, do you know who Ryan Sickler is?
I think so.
Yeah,
the name doesn't sound unfamiliar.
Yeah, he's a comedian, but when I first heard him, I thought he was from the Deep South, but apparently he's just from Baltimore. So
yeah, man, it's a weird. We're really cousins.
Yeah,
we're really cousins somehow. So yeah, we are here. What are we talking about today? What we got going on?
Well, we got NBA playoffs first. Well, we got NBA playoffs, but I got 2 topics before that. I guess big news we could hit on.
Okay, bet.
Number 1.
I touch on Naomi Osaka.
Oh, no, that's it.
Sweet.
Naomi Osaka. So for those who don't know, or the big news today, she withdrew from the French Open. And she said last week, going into the French Open, that she will not be doing media days and she will just be taking the fine for mental health reasons. So she got her fine, but there's also, if you look within the finer text of these contracts, she wasn't just subject to the fine, but also due to possible expulsion. And
they kick her out.
Yeah, so she didn't do her first one, and they pretty much gave her a warning like, hey, we get it, but now you got to do it or not. We're pretty much going to kick you out of the tournament. And so before they kicked her out, she pretty much just said, no, I'm not doing it anymore. And so that was today. So, Titus, what are your thoughts?
Yes, sir. First off, do you think they actually would have kicked her out? Because I don't.
No, I mean, it might have just been blowing smoke. I don't think they actually would have. I feel like,
because I'm like, in the individual sports, the personalities matter. Who can bring in the ratings? If Phil Mickelson just got a pass to make it to the Open. Yeah. To the US Open. He's got to pass back to the US Open. They're not kicking Naomi Osaka out the tournament, dog. Yeah. It's going to be an issue. But I want to read her statement. That's okay. So I want to have the full context of everything. Yeah. So Naomi's statement, she said, "Hey everyone, this isn't the situation I ever imagined or intended when I posted a few days ago. I think now the best thing for the tournament, the other players, and my well-being is that I withdraw so that everyone can get back to focusing on the tennis going on in Paris. I never wanted to be a distraction, and I accept that my timing was not ideal and my message could have been clearer. More importantly, I would never trivialize mental health or use the term lightly. The truth is that I've suffered from long bouts of depression since the US Open in 2018, and I've had a really hard time coping with that. Anyone that knows me knows I'm introverted. Anyone that has seen me at the tournaments will notice that I'm often wearing headphones, as that helps dull my social anxiety. Though the tennis press has always been kind to me, and I want to apologize, especially to all the cool journalists who I may have hurt, I am not a natural public speaker and get huge waves of anxiety before I speak to the world's media. I get really nervous and find it stressful to always try to engage and give you the best answers I can. So here in Paris, I was already feeling vulnerable and anxious, so I thought it was best to exercise self-care and skip the press conferences. I announced it preemptively because I do feel like the rules are quite outdated in parts, and I wanted to highlight that. I wrote privately to the tournament apologizing and saying that I would be more than happy to speak with them after the tournament, as the slams are intense. I'm going to take some time away from the court now, but when the time is right, I really want to work with the tour to discuss ways we can make things better for the players, press, and the fans. Anyways, hope you're all doing well and staying safe. Love you guys. I'll see you when I see you." So naturally, I'm a huge Naomi Osaka fan. I mean, who's not? She's awesome, right? Like, she's really awesome. So when the story came out, because I didn't know, I found out, I think Saturday is when I found out about it, and I was reading The Athletic about it, because that's saying some things from the Fine Star, and they were like, "Oh, this is what can happen with her doing this." And I think some of the things where people thought she was mad with the media was why I think her note to me like contextualized things in a very strong way. And I think it was very good. She had everything she needed to hit on, especially like, because I guess the media was feeling like some media was like, I don't know when she got mad at us, what she got mad about. Because people were speculating she got mad about something because she lost in a tournament a few weeks ago she wasn't supposed to lose in. Like, oh, maybe she got mad about that. But I like her saying, look, it wasn't really a media thing. It's really just me. Naomi Osaka is, I want to say, 20. Is she even 23?
She's 23.
She is 23. Okay. Yeah. That's what I was going to get. So like, she's mad young. She's been in the spotlight since probably, she was under 20 when she beat Serena that time, I believe. Right?
Something like that, yeah.
Serena had the incident, that tournament where I love Serena so much.
She don't hold back.
She doesn't, bro. When Serena's annoyed, it's just over with. Serena is sick of it. But she had that meltdown. And like, you still remember that affected Naomi a lot. Like, Naomi felt a way about that. Like, she was really sad after that. So I could see, I think people underestimate the aspect of doing media and big media like that. Like, if you're not a public speaker, and even if like, athletes aren't natural public speakers a lot of times either. Like, you can tell some of the interviews are super dull. Like, she tries to give good interviews and everything. I think people underestimate the aspect of just doing that constantly, especially if you're not used to it and you're young and you're still figuring it out a lot about you, and they got you in these spotlights that, I mean, she's well earned the spotlight and everything. It is part of the game, but it's also like, I just need a break. Because maintaining, especially in an individual sport where it's not really a lot to lean on, like, you got to be on all the time. Mm-hmm. It's a big spotlight. And I think I can understand why she struggled with that. And a lot of young people, man, just struggle with that in general. Which is not, bro. Like, young people just struggle with mental health and that type of stuff, and that pressure of being such a dynamic athlete and trying to be the best in the world. It can get to her. So I appreciate her message. I appreciate that she backed out of the tournament instead of making it a thing. Because, like, she could have made this a thing, but she clearly didn't want to. I do think like when she says preemptively announced, I think it's just like being young and impulsive, like, yo, I'm just not gonna do media and not really worry about it. But I think her backing out to me was the right thing to do. Just take some time to yourself instead of, especially because you can't play your best tennis like that. You can't. With that's hanging over you, she probably won't play her best. So it's like, let me just get out the way and let them have it instead of the storyline being me. So I appreciate what she did, and I'm praying for her and hoping she gets through it.
Yes. So I agree with you. I think that was the best move for her to make, was to back out. And so as I've been thinking about this throughout the day and yesterday too, when it started gaining more traction, and it was getting time for us to record or getting close. So I knew to throw this in. So I've been thinking about it since last night. But really, before she backed out of it and before she came out with my note, my solution would have been, hey, Naomi, it kind of sounds like you're in a mental state right now where you should probably just back away from the game of tennis.
Yeah.
I get the whole media pressure, and I find it a little odd, and I'm not questioning her mental health at all, and I'm not questioning her, not being a public speaker. I find it a little odd just because, like, she's been in the spotlight for a while now. I want to say since she was 14, 13, probably all over her. Yeah. So I would like to think that she's become a little bit more comfortable with it. Another wrench was kind of thrown in this whole ordeal over the weekend with, I don't know if you saw what her sister Maya posted on Reddit, which was no. Yeah. So while everybody was out here throwing all these skepticisms or is she mad at us, blah blah blah. Well, Maya put up on her Reddit that she believed that, kind of going along with the mental thing, but she was saying she thinks her sister's going through a lot of has a lot of lack of self-confidence right now because apparently she sucks on clay courts. Like, that's just what it is. Right. Yeah. And so the French Open is the biggest clay court tournament there is. And she's never made it past the third round. So, but her sister, that gained a lot of traction, and her sister went back and deleted the post and then apologized. She was like, oh, I probably shouldn't have posted this, but
probably shouldn't have. That's tennis balls to the face.
Yeah.
Tennis balls to the face.
Yeah. She said, oh, I realized I probably just made things worse. I shouldn't have posted this, but I think there's some truth in that. But I mean, like Naomi stated, she's been dealing with some, depression since the 2018 US Open. Right. Look, I don't get how the whole media thing's outdated. I get it. We just hear nonsense, and really, like, half the questions don't make sense or they're stupid, and none of us really watch them. But at the same time, it's just an obligation. Like, when I think saying the
policies are outdated, not the policies that the French Open specifically have are outdated. Thanks to what you
are you saying, like speaking to the media?
I guess probably the rules about speaking to the media, how much and when you have to do it. I think that's what you're saying. Not the media per se, but like just the policy.
Well, that's what I meant. The policy.
Oh yeah.
That's what I meant. The act of doing it. Look, it's hard when you're talking about mental health because I get it. Like, I really do get it. But at the same time, I don't get it when I see that you made $53 million last year and you just got to speak a few words. Just give them.
Man, money does not make that stuff easy.
I know.
Look, all the musicians, all the musicians who are depressed, all the everybody's, it's just depression hits anybody, dog. That's why we got to
exactly at the same time, if you want to be real at the same time, I have a hard time. Oh man, like if I was drawing in $50 million a year, okay, I could suck it up and do something like I don't want to do.
That's not mental health. Mental health is not a suck it up thing though. I gotta understand. Like depression is not. I get that. Suck it up.
I'm saying going forward. It's not. I'm saying going forward. Like I just hope she reaches out to somebody she really looks up to, maybe somebody else who's a big celebrity, tennis player, other type of major athlete who also absolutely dreads public speaking, or, find a way to cope with it. Because like you said earlier, just because you're an athlete or a professional athlete doesn't mean you're a professional speaker or professional public speaker. But at the end of the day, pretty much everybody's gone through it. And those who sucked at the beginning or hated it, I'm sure they've learned to deal with it and have gotten better at it. So I'm just saying, moving forward, I would rather her just try to embrace it and be better at it and work at it than just say nix the whole thing altogether and try to lead this, no more media before and after stuff, whatever.
You said a lot there. I'm trying to figure out how I want to start it. First I want to play Serena Williams clip about this. I'm going to get Serena Williams. I want to get the Queen's voice.
I feel like I wish I could get. The only thing I feel is that I feel for Naomi. I feel like I wish I could give her a hug because I know what it's like. Like I said, I've been in those positions. We have different personalities. And people are different. Not everyone is the same. I'm thick, other people are thin. So everyone is different and everyone handles things differently. So, you just have to let her handle it the way she wants to in the best way that she thinks she can. And that's the only thing I can say. I think she's doing the best that she can.
Was that Serena this weekend?
Yeah, she had said that like today, I think.
Today. Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to the Queen, Serena Williams. Forever my queen. My queen. And Jon Snow voice. My queen. My queen. But yeah, I think, like I said, she's 23. And burnout is a real thing. Like I think it's more burnout than anything. Like on top of depression, it's like being burnt out. And then like super introverted people who are in the spotlight do not like being crowded by anybody at all. Mm-hmm. I don't like crowds. Like I'm regular introvert. I don't like crowds at all. I don't like big gatherings. I don't like loudness. I just like to be like I like it when I want to like it. I need to be in that mode for it. And like if the mode comes at the wrong time, it's like she can't just take a nap through the turn. You know what I'm saying? I'll just take a nap. I'll just stay at home. She got to at least go try it. But salute to Naomi. Get it. I hope she gets right. And like I think, like I said, once again, she's super young. So I think she has a lot. She can figure it out. She can get better with it. But like the announcement, she even said it was premature. She probably preemptively did it. She probably thought it was for the best at the time, but then it just made things worse. She didn't expect it to blow up like that, which I can understand also. Like she probably just like, okay, I just don't want to do this right now. You know what I'm saying? So
no, and that's just what made me think too. Just reading that and reading those two posts or whatever, I got that sense of, okay, I feel like this is time to step back from tennis right now, because I felt that too. I mean, we're really just speculating here, and this could be none of her thoughts, but yeah, maybe it's a little burnout, or maybe she's got a lot of other stuff going on the back end that we don't know of.
It's all coming together. Yeah. Because if you're already like in a space where you're feeling like tired or like down, and then you gotta do something that is an uphill fight, it's like I need to take something out of my life right now.
Yeah.
What's the easiest thing I can take out? Oh, not talking. Great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think it's one of those.
Yeah. But I mean, for me, and two, I had to realize, and I do realize that for me, public speaking has never been an issue. I would dream, I dream of the days, Titus, for us to blow up and we got to go, answer to media. I would be fine with that. And then just adding on top of, okay, you get paid a lot of money. And then, this is the one thing, like, no job's perfect. You're going to have to do things you don't want to do. And that just comes with, like Uncle Ben said, great power comes with great responsibility.
Yes.
So you got to do all that other little crap.
Right. But yeah, so salute Naomi. I wish her the best, of course.
Yeah, salute Naomi.
Get stuff together. Take your time. Take as much time as you need.
Yeah.
It'll be epic return. Like if you need to take a year. You will be fine. Like,
exactly. She is 23. Like she can definitely afford. She can take a few years off if she wanted to.
Yeah. Get your life right now. Get the habits to get your life right now, the way you don't have to worry about it when you're older and it's more difficult.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That young range, at 20 to 25 range, you need to start building the habits for when you're 27 through, that'll take you from 27 to 30. You know what I'm saying? Like get you to 30 and everything. So you gotta start building habits now. So do what you gotta do, Naomi. If you like to come on this show and talk it out, please do it. I would love to talk to you. I think you're awesome, personally.
Same.
So yeah.
Well,
so yeah, that was a very good conversation.
Yeah, I'm glad we agreed on that. I did not think we were going to agree on that one.
Oh yeah, man.
All right, well, to the dirtier news, Marcell Ozuna. Yeah, so it's not looking good.
It's looking really bad. So when I saw assault, right, I was thinking, okay, maybe he got into a fight or something. I know he had an incident before. That's not his first incident, right? Well,
so apparently I did not read into this. I actually meant to do that earlier today. From what I know of is that his wife was arrested, I believe, last year or in 2019 due to a domestic dispute between the two of them.
So they should have broken up, is what you're telling me.
Probably. Toxic relationship.
Yeah. Yeah, once people start going to jail, it's time for the relationship to wrap up. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like once jail starts getting involved between two people in a relationship, and it's like, you know, not just like, oh, y'all got a loud argument and the cops came by the crib to talk about it. Yo, they took one of y'all to jail, dog. Nah, we gotta wrap this thing up. We're done here. It's not good for anybody. But yeah, so I saw that and I saw assault and I'm like, oh, maybe he just beat up a dude at a bar or something. Because, you know, these fans been out of pocket lately. So I'm just assuming that he gave a fan the business. And that's all domestic. I'm like, it wraps that up. But yeah, Ken Rosenthal said that in Athletic today, the Braves likely can't void his contract.
Yeah, so that's why the Braves are, I mean, if they were to cut him right now, which is kind of like the only thing they can do, they can't void it. Right. So they have to pay him that money. So the Braves came out with a statement pretty much saying, hey, we're against this, what he did, but the commissioner knows and we're letting the commissioner's office decide. And that's because the Braves actually have to do that, because once the MLB makes their decision, that's when the Braves can actually make a decision for their money as well. So once the MLB says, okay, yeah, he definitely violated this, blah, 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 that's where they can come in and void their contract legally or something along those lines.
Yeah. Oh, let me give the full scope too, so people. Yeah. Let me give the full scope so people fully understand what happened. Apparently, they were in Sandy Springs, rich living. And 911 calls him from an assault in progress into his residence. And they saw him so whoever called 911 saw him grab Genesis, his wife, by the neck, throw her against the wall. And the release also says he struck her with a cast that was protecting his 2 broken fingers. So just so people understand what happened in the situation.
That was the witness who called, or that was actually the police? Because I believe the police actually witnessed that.
It says officer responding. Yeah, I'm sorry, officers responding and saw that. He did that when the officers would. Yeah.
So they got the call in the middle of the whole dispute, and when they showed up, the door was already open. And when the officer walked in, that's what he.
He was wilding for a minute.
Yeah, and so like, say if his wife didn't even want to press charges, that doesn't even matter.
It's over with. Yeah,
the city can now press charges because they witnessed it.
Right. Which is good, because one of these things is women often don't press charges in these situations. You know, stuff just gets buried. So that I am kind of thankful that an officer saw it. That way, this can't get buried. And he has to face something for this. But, you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad about that. But yeah, you are the Braves fan, so I'll let you kind of take the lead on this. I just want to give you my perspective when I saw the news. What I was hoping I thought he beat up. I was hoping it was like a fan situation, because I just saw assault. I didn't see domestic. I just saw my first thing said assault that had to open it, and I saw domestic. Like, okay,
yeah.
But yeah, so what were your feelings as a Braves fan on this?
I mean, when I got that notification and I read it, I just thought to myself, this is why we can't have nice things. And then I also thought of me arguing with those dudes at Chick-fil-A saying, hey, we got to sign Ozuna over Donaldson. And then that's when I texted you. And then right after I texted you, I remembered, oh, wait, he just re-signed a contract. So that's irrelevant anyways. I hope we can get our money back. Look, I hope... Look, Marcell Ozuna, they can reconcile this. I do not see this dude getting back into the league. It may happen. If it does, I just hope everything goes for the better. But his future with the Braves, I believe, is over. It sucks because he's a really good player, and I like Ozuna a lot. But I mean, really, I'm besides hoping everything's okay between Ozuna and his wife, and that he gets better, gets what he needs. Right. Yeah, I just hope we get our money back too. That's where I'm at right now.
Yeah, truthfully, like, it's one of those situations where there seems to be no good, like, straight up answer for how to solve domestic violence. I heard many comments herself say she's not zero tolerance on these things. In terms of, like, you should lose your job forever. She's not fully zero tolerance, because she said doesn't really resolve anything necessarily.
No, it doesn't.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. But also, you do kind of have to lose your job. Yeah, you do. At least for a little bit, you gotta lose your job. Like, if you get this is one of those things where if you get arrested on the job, like, well, if you get arrested and your job finds out about what you got arrested for, they can kind of get rid of you. Yeah. It's one of those things, right? They can be like, you might have to go. We wish you the best. You might have to go. So I think it's one of those things where like the Braves do kind of have to eat that thing. Hopefully, I think they need to make it to where if this goes out, it might be a long legal battle, but if this goes out, I think for me, they should do something where the Braves necessarily have to pay him right now till they get everything resolved. And then when it gets resolved, they can make a decision to void the contract and not the money. I think that would be key because the punishment can't be you beat up your wife. You are not playing for this team, but we're going to reward you with this money that we owe you anyway. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That can't be how this goes. Yeah. It can't be. We got to figure something out there. I hope Ozuna, I hope his wife is okay, first and foremost. And I hope he not only takes whatever punishment comes from this, but he also becomes a better person because of this. Yeah. That's what I truly hope. Because that's kind of, you smacked it with a cast, bro.
Yeah. It was a full-on cast. It was just a finger cast. It's still. Yeah,
he specified what part. He knew what he was doing. Yeah. If he smacked it with the cast, he knew exactly what he was doing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I wish her the best. And there's no place for that. So, get him out of Atlanta. I'm sorry. You got to go. Ozuna. It was nice to see you the one time I went to a Braves game, but you got to go, bro. Mm-hmm. Bye to you. But
So long farewell. All right, you ready to get into NBA?
I am ready to get into the NBA, Levi.
Who do you want to start with? The sweep.
Let's start with your Hawks. Go ahead. Let's laugh at the Heat. Let's laugh at the Heat first.
All right.
Levi. Jimmy Butler said in April, "Just get me there. Mm-hmm. I'll take care of the rest." Mm-hmm. So what he said, the rest came. Jimmy Butler had one of his worst performances in his career. Yep. Jimmy Butler turned the game from pro to Hall of Fame. My man couldn't shoot.
He did.
I was shooting bad, just didn't work no more. It was gone. His unpluckable didn't count. He had difficult shots on Hall of Fame. It was on bronze. He was getting bad shot selection. Yeah. My man was struggling. Shout out to the Bucks. Because on the NBA show, we said they asked for this smoke, and this was a very, very vital series for them to get through. Yeah. They got through that game one, which that game one looked like the old Bucks were there, right? Mm-hmm. Giannis was missing free throws. Giannis was asking for free throws, then missing the free throws at the end of the game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He was holding on to the ball, did the free throws, then missed them both, and the game ended up in overtime. And it's like, oh my God, the Bucks are gonna do this again. You know what I'm saying? But then they came out, they're like, okay, we got through that. It seemed like did feel like that unlocked them a little bit. Like they got the tightness out their chest. Yeah. They were like, okay, we good. Yeah. So it's like it feels like one thing they knew they were the better team, and they're like, they got through game one mentally and like, okay, let's get them out of here then. And that was a wrap. A wrap.
Well, I got a hot take.
Talk to me.
The 2019-2020 bubble Heat, that was a fluke. It was a fluke. It was a flash in the pan. And even though we barely even mentioned the Heat during our whole bubble coverage and they just kind of came out of nowhere, I made the argument sort of for a team like them to be very successful in the bubble. And it just all made sense. Very young team going back to this college AAU style dorm room, tournament type of play. The shooting, the shooting was a lot better in the bubble because of the depth of vision or the sight lines. Right. So I think all of it lined up to where it was perfect for the Heat. And two, I think the Bucks were one of those teams like the Clippers. They didn't even want to be there in the first place. So, yeah, I think the Heat.
Yeah, really the Bucks were in the middle, in the city with a lot going on at the time, too, if you remember.
Yeah. So I think the Heat really just fluked their way into the finals last year, and we really just saw the real results of what those two teams are. So now the Bucks, they definitely are going to have to make some moves over the offseason, and I'm interested to see what's going to happen. But yeah, suck a butt, Heat.
I want to be known that I think you and I, you've hated Heat for a while. I like the Heat. I was a Heat guy until about last season when it just became ridiculous. Too much was being done. And there was a lot of issues between the Heat and us at BSI. And I didn't like what was going on. A lot of it was led by Mike Ryan of the Lebatard show, which then made me have to stop rooting for the Heat. And then it got escalated when people up for trades, like people in the trade news like Bradley Beal and James Harden, and Heat fans will tell you, no, we can't add James Harden. We can't trade Tyler Hero for James Harden. What could Tyler Hero become? Look with him. Look at him. He could become an MVP type player. He could do this and that. And I think Tyler Hero can be a very good player. MVP is a stretch, a large stretch, a very big stretch. And they was adamant about this. There is a poll, Levi. I'll send you the poll. I'll send you when I was sending you pictures. Let me go back. I want to get this right. Because I just started sending stuff after this happened, after these incidents with the Heat fans. Because, man, it was funny. It was some funny times taking place over this weekend with that franchise, boy. I sent it right, here we go. In 2020, 12/10/2020, when James Harden stuff was coming up, Heat Nation, very big Heat Twitter account, tweeted out, would you give up Tyler Hero if it meant getting James Harden? 56% of the people said yes. 44% said no. My favorite part about this, Heat Nation might be the only rational person. Heat Nation like, come on, y'all. Like, that's what Heat Nation replied under it. Like, it's what we're doing.
Yeah.
This is what we're doing. We're afraid of giving up Tyler Hero. So yeah, the Heat fans learned the valuable lessons off season. And it's even funnier because you remember their initial plan was like, oh yeah, we got all this space in 2021 to go get Giannis. Giannis signed his 5-year deal and he swept you the next season. So now they're here hoping they can get Kawhi.
Yeah.
And you know what's the funniest thing about this is for Heat fans is that's about getting Kawhi. Kawhi is the least Heat culture person in the league. He takes rest days. He don't live in the city he plays in. He helicoptering into practice. Like, y'all want Kawhi.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were all about Heat culture. Harden and Heat culture. Harden is like strippers. Okay. He's like strippers and to go play point guard and shoot. All right. That's what Harden likes. That's okay. Kawhi is going to show up late when he feels like it on the helicopter from San Diego. He flies from San Diego to LA, bro. Like, what are we doing? Y'all really want that? That's your Heat culture? Y'all want Kawhi? Okay, guys. So the Heat are destined for about 5-year run of being mediocre.
I'm with that.
Salute to them for that. Salute to them for that. Yeah, because you wanted to keep Tyler Hero for James Harden. Yeah, salute to that. And you got to pay Duncan Robinson this season. And they might have to pay Jimmy Butler an extension this offseason, by the way. They might be in play this offseason.
Yeah, they stuck.
Yeah, it's down. It's down and it's stuck. Ain't even up and stuck. It's down and it's stuck.
Yeah.
But I think they'll get out of it fine because they've done very well. I will say that franchise has done very well recovering from things that have crippled other franchises like losing LeBron James. You know, they've recovered very well. They bounced back. It didn't take as long. They've put decent teams together and they always have decent teams. But are they going to have another run of another finals run? Maybe in a few years. Maybe they'll get their accident. But yeah, I think the bubble team, it was fluky because of the shooting that they had, right? Like a young player is not playing that well in a normal playoff environment. It just doesn't seem well. I can't say that now because look at the young dudes right now.
Yeah,
Ja Morant is cooking.
Mm-hmm.
He's ready. We'll get in that later. Ja is ready, dog. Mm-hmm. He is ready for it. Stop trying to dunk on Rudy Gobert, though. It's not going to end well. I need you to stop doing that. But I appreciate the attempts. But he's ready. But yeah, the young dudes are kind of balling. DeAndre Ayton's been cooking all playoffs, you know. Mm-hmm. So maybe it wasn't as fluky. It just felt fluky because we don't see young guys shoot like that in these situations.
It was
just don't.
It was a fluke.
Was it a fluke or was it styles? Was it a style make fight kind of thing? Right? They run the good matchups when you think about it.
It was a mix, yeah. I mean, I'd say it's a fluke
they got the
just because they got everything lined up correctly for them.
Oh, yeah.
I think they benefited the most out of everything within that bubble. I think they're the team that enjoyed the bubble the most out of all of them.
Oh, yeah. They had the coffee sale. You know,
the Jimmy Butler was making stacks, bro.
Yeah, he was. So, yeah, I think it's a little bit that. I mean, they had the Pacers round 1, then they got the Bucks round 2, then they got the Celtics in the third round. And Celtics just had that 7-game series with the Raptors before that. Like, they were kind of, and we know what Celtics are, all logos matter. Logo lives matter. Leprechaun lives matter. Shout out to Boston. But yeah, man. Heat, goodbye. So long. Farewell to you, my friend. Goodbye for now until we meet again. So this is the funny thing about them. How you go from the finals to the first team eliminated? That first team eliminated.
Yeah. It's perfect. I mean, it all ended.
It's
perfect.
Great. It's really great. Just get me there. I'll handle the rest. what he said. That's what he said, Levi. But yeah, so salute to the Heat.
Yeah, salute. So
and that's a division rival too. You know, division rivals don't really exist.
So speaking
they exist in 2K though. I be hating these teams in 2K. You good?
Yeah, did you hear that?
I did.
Fireworks.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, speaking of that division rival, the Atlanta Hawks.
Levi?
Yeah.
Have you seen Julius Randle?
No, I haven't.
Did you ever see the movie? You never saw the movie Us, did you?
No.
So in the movie Us, it was basically like everyone had a different version of themselves, like an alternate version. Mm-hmm. But the alternate version was all underground and all crazy and kind of evil. Mm-hmm. I think Julius Randle's Tethered, which is the alternate version, has taken over his body, and we need to go find the real Julius Randle.
Ooh.
This man averaged 37 points on the Hawks this season. I said it on the show. 37 points in 3 games. And my man's at what, 15 maybe? Is that a stretch? 15 might be a stretch.
Something like that, yeah.
The what is remaining of Derrick Rose's needs been carrying the Knicks, and it's the only offense they have. Yeah. I knew the Knicks offense would be a struggle. I for sure knew that. I didn't expect Randle to be part of the struggle. I thought Randle would be kind of trying to keep him in games. He's keeping them out of games by being on the court.
Yeah.
It's so bad. It's so bad. But what I also remember, Levi, as fun as they are, as stylistic as they are, this is an Atlanta franchise. A 3-1 lead does not seem safe.
I'm going to say you're right. You're right that it doesn't seem safe, but I want to tell you it is safe, Titus. It is safe this time.
All signs are pointing to it being safe, but I have to add in once I add in the Atlanta factor, I'm like,
Yeah, I know.
I want to believe.
Definitely can't.
You feel me?
Definitely got to wait till the fat lady sings when it comes to Atlanta sports. Yeah. But Julius Randle, I did not expect this man to come into the series and continue averaging 37 points against us. And I made that case in our whole first round preview when I said that he dominated the first 2 games out of the 3 in the series. And that was due to, hey, we weren't even our team yet. That was the old head coach. That was before the All-Star break. And then in the 3rd game of the season, we almost beat them, but Trae Young got injured late. Mm-hmm. The defense, I think we just finally found ourselves. John Collins has stepped up majorly and has done a great job guarding Julius Randle. Now, Julius Randle, too, seems like he can't throw, fish into the sea right now. So
Nah, he definitely hit the side. He definitely hit a rock.
Exactly. So
if he was a bear right now trying to catch salmon, he'd be mad hungry.
Yeah. And even if Julius Randle was going off right now, it may be a little bit of a tighter series, but Atlanta's offense and Trae Young has been so surprisingly good. Now, the offense that's not surprising to me. Trae Young playing at this high of a level so consistently in all of these games has really surprised me. So, yeah, big shout out. Big shout out to the Hawks. We just have too much firepower. Too much firepower.
That's really what's taking place, right? It's like it's a lot of offense versus 2011 offense.
Yeah,
Derrick Rose and Tosh. That's really what's going down.
Yeah,
that's really what's been happening, and it's not shocking because like it's a little surprising to me because I felt like the defense of the Knicks would be a little better, and I felt like Tom Thibodeau, being a quote unquote defensive mastermind, having a week to plan for Trae Young, would have a better plan for Trae Young. Mm-hmm. But he doesn't seem to have one.
They don't have the depth. That's the thing. That's the problem they're running into too, is that Atlanta, we're playing 9 to 10 guys every game.
Right.
And Tibbs has 7 he's rotating. Mm-hmm. Elfrid Payton hasn't seen the floor yet.
He benched Elfrid Payton, right? They missed him in the series. Yeah. They had to stop that experiment. Yeah. Shout out to Thibodeau for putting Frank Ntilikina in the game. Be like, hey, go guard Trae Young for 5 seconds at the end of the game. I know you haven't stretched. You haven't seen the court today, but here you go. Go handle that, bro.
Yeah.
Like, just go handle that real quick, and then you can handle it. What's wrong? Why can you? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think and if Tom Thibodeau had the depth, would he use it? Would he actually have used it? realistically.
Well, he wouldn't. I know. I mean, he wouldn't have a choice now.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But yeah,
So I think he definitely would, but he just doesn't have it.
Yes. But Nathan Millen looks like he's about to win a playoff series for the first time in I don't know how long.
What I tell you, 2021, year of the vengeance. We got the Bucks getting the sweep. We got Nate McMillan about to advance. Oh, and who else is about to advance? There's somebody else in that third. I still with a vengeance, but yeah, it will happen.
Sure. Yeah. So the Garden will be rocking, I'm sure. I hope Julius Randle has a good game because he's seen the fun part of Knicks fans where it's all nice and polite, because he was good this year. I don't think he understands what they would do to that man if he goes out this series like this.
I don't know,
the
man.
Turn will be drastic.
They
anger.
Can we talk about how pathetic it was? Like that they threw. They had a whole street on the party.
I thought it was great.
And Stephen A's out there amongst all of them yelling.
I loved it. See,
it is great. It is. I do like it.
I think it's time to build my master plan with this. All right, they're going to have a lot of fun this year. It's going to go great. And then like all Thibodeau things, it's going to go poorly next year. And then we're right back in the cellar. Mm-hmm. If I thought there was any chance of the Knicks actually being good in the future, I would hate this because I know it's better when they're good, but I like it more when they're miserable and it's funnier. Mm-hmm. So the fact that I know that the darkness is coming upon them in the future, I find this to be adorable this year. The outside winning game chant, we want Brooklyn. It was great. Shout out to Reggie Bullock for saying, we'll see you in the A. We with the ish, and he was terrible in the A. Yeah. Shout out to that. Reggie Bullock's the Carolina Bull. I like him, but don't say we with the ish and then be bad.
Yeah.
Next 2 games. You are literally the only piece of offense that they have next to Derrick Rose right now. You know what I'm saying? They wasted the Alec Burks game. That's what they went wrong. They wasted the Alec Burks game. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They had the Alec Burks game. That just sounds nasty. The Alec Burks
the Alec Burks game.
It sounds gross. Like, why was it the Allen Burks game taking place? Why was that a thing?
What did Dodgers say you have? Oh, I got the Alec Burks. Oh,
right.
No.
Right. Like, it's so gross to say. Yeah, we wasted the Alec Burks game. Like, not any other big name. Alec Burks, who they wasted.
Yeah.
You know? And this is why it's so hard to win without stars in the NBA. Like, you just need that. You need that level of player. You know what I mean? RJ Barrett's been pretty good, though. I've enjoyed watching RJ Barrett play.
Yeah, he has.
I think it's good for him getting that experience. Now, one thing this playoff has reminded me, Levi, made me realize with all these young guys getting burned this year, we got to do something to get the Pelicans in the playoffs, bro. We need Zion in these moments. Zion got to get his moments in. Everybody getting moments around him. I need Zion to get a playoff moment. This is disgusting what's going on in New Orleans. Relegate the Pelicans. That way we can get a fake playoff game where they got to get their status back.
Yeah.
Relegate the Pelicans.
Put them in the NIT.
Yes. Put the Pelicans in the NIT. I just want Pelicans playoffs. They got to play to get back up. I need playoff Zion. So, yeah. Relegate the Pelicans until they decide to get it right. Yeah. So that's good. The Hawks are looking very good in this series. Will we see Spike Lee tears on... They don't play against on Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday night.
Yeah.
It's travel day. Will we see Spike Lee tears?
I hope so. I hope so.
Right. Oh my God. We have another fan thing, Levi.
Oh, our fourth?
A fan, this is actually like the sixth if you count what happened in Utah. They got swept under the rug because it wasn't on camera.
What happened in Utah?
Utah being racist.
Oh, really?
At John Morant and Dylan Brooks' families.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah. Now, I will say T. Morant, as John Morant's dad said, he don't mind going back and forth with fans, but someone got out of pocket. And the ones who got out of pocket, the fans around them who was cool, and that's who was telling them to stop. Mm-hmm. So he did salute that. But yeah, they were out there wilding. Somebody called his mama the B word. Ooh. And some other stuff. Yeah, they was wilding. And, you know, Utah had sprinkled racism with everything. Yeah. Allegedly, I think I saw that Dylan Brooks' parents got referred to as half breed from the crowd. So,
oh wow,
yeah, Utah was Utah, boy.
Yeah,
Utah was on that Utah behavior for sure. So yeah, a fan ran onto the court tonight in the Wizards game. Or a fan attempted to run onto the court in the middle of the game, by the way. Oh, they got tackled by security. That's good. It's about time security start, doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Was that a bet?
This video's not playing. Say what?
Was that a prop bet that somebody would run out onto the floor and so he bet on himself?
It's entirely possible. And runs on court. I want to find the video of this because I'm so. Oh, it's compilation. Oh, here we go. No. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got here. I put it on my phone. Oh, they got laid out. Yeah, they got speared. Speared and tackled.
I don't get why. I get why it's a big storyline. I don't get why everybody is so in awe of like fans acting crazy, because we've been saying it for the past year that not just fans, we're talking about our society in general. Once things open back up, we've been saying it, everybody's going to go nuts. They're not going to know what to do with themselves. So people are out here are getting absolutely hammered, I bet, at these games and are freaking acting like fools. And so it really doesn't surprise me, like all these events that have taken place.
So you're saying
I'm not saying that's an excuse. I'm just saying it's a perfect correlation. We don't
need fans. What you're telling me?
No, that's what you're saying.
No, we don't. So we don't need them. We don't need them here. I understand. Yeah, fully. I agree. We don't need them.
All right.
Kyrie's vote this year.
Are the players willing to take the pay cuts with no fans?
Fans don't matter that much. TV deals are what's important. The TV rights are the main thing. That's where the real money comes. Fans has been given this extra sense of importance and entitlement that they're like what drives this when they're really not. This corporation drives this. They'll be fine without y'all.
LeBron told me he wouldn't play unless there's fans.
Yeah, and then they said, "Look, bro, you trying to get us his money?" He's like, "Oh, word, I got y'all. Yeah, let's do it." And they went out there. Like they've let fans think they are like the biggest, most important thing anywhere. They pay for like there's really people out there who are like, I pay for my ticket, I can say what I want. No, you cannot. No, you can't. But they've been allowed to think that. But it all goes back to 2004, Levi. All back 2004. When the Mouse at the Palace went down and Ron Artest punched the wrong person in the face, because I still maintain he was justified for going to the stands. He was wrong punching the wrong person. Because I don't know this, but back in the day, I heard this the other day. Going to the stands will get you a 10-game suspension. Bernie Maxwell had to go in the stand. And beat up a dude one time because the dude talked about his stillborn child. Oh. So Bernie Maxwell had to go in there and put hands on him. He only missed 10 games, Levi. Just 10 games. Like, just gotta sit down for a little bit. Yeah. That's what the good old days have.
I think we need to go back to that. I'm all for letting the players go put their hands on fans.
Fans need to catch hands because they don't know how to act right now. They need to be. If they were fearful of catching hands, they wouldn't behave like this.
No, they wouldn't.
I saw a video. You ever see? I saw a video the other day because I put it on rabbit hole fans and athletes compilations. I thought it was just gonna be on the court stuff, but dang, literally, I almost put hands on somebody outside a game one time, like outside.
No, I didn't know that.
It was like they were outside, like in the line, or whatever. I guess they were taking pictures before the game, probably had tickets or whatever. And somebody said something crazy. I don't know what dude said because I can't hear it. But they were like, who said that? Who's talking? Dame put his food and jacket down. That's how it really got. He had put it wasn't like I'm curious about who said that. He put everything down and went over there. And security was like, don't worry about it. I got him. He right here. Mm-hmm. And Dame went over there to him like, don't say nothing like that again. And dude was trying to record and apologize. Like, put your phone down. And dude put his phone down. No, I don't know what happened from there. But yeah, a good put your phone down threat. I bet they doing like crazy no more. I bet he calmed down. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We got fans out here throwing bottles, fans throwing popcorn. Somebody spit on Trae Young, which that's
the ultimate disrespect.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. He lucky Trae didn't feel it because he was actually trying to play the game. Yeah. Like face to face. That's what he's really lucky he didn't have. He lucky he didn't hit 50 Cent with that spit either. It's a big dude. He definitely would have rocked you right there would have rocked you courtside. It'd been over for you. So like, they out of pocket, and I think Adam Silver needs to turn the car around. Turn the car around. Let's start a little bubble. It ain't got to be a bubble. We can keep the stadiums. Nobody's in there. Family and friends in the arenas. I don't care. Pump in the fake crowd noise. I don't put it back on Zoom. Until they learn how to behave, they don't need to be in these games. Get rid of them. I hate them all. I'm sick of them. Goodbye to you, to every one of you. You're ruining every game. Why are we having a story about one of y'all every game? That's the thing. Why can't y'all just go enjoy basketball? And then you Boston fans, you Boston guy, your team's sorry and they going home. Why are you even mad? What you mad for? Just be happy you saw a playoff game because your team's sorry. You know y'all ain't winning this series anyway. You went up before being mad. What you mad for?
He did it for KG, bro.
Oh yeah, I saw KG's clown behavior on Twitter. on his whatever social media platform he was on with his like one Snapchat message in four, like he put like four, it was really should have been four messages, he put it in one, like just scattered thoughts. Was told with his peak, I don't really use social media move.
And the dude was wearing a KG jersey, the one who threw the water bottle.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He was.
He channeled his Kevin Garnett energy. Can I say something too?
Yes.
I have a theory behind Kyrie's actions and all what went down after that game. So
yeah, talk to me.
So I think Kyrie, this is just me going out there. Okay, I'm not really serious about this, but I am serious about, I think Kyrie likes to do a lot of different stuff just to prove points. Or I think he likes to say a lot of stuff too. Like, I don't know. I think he likes to do some baiting stuff and like to prove points. So I think Kyrie was a little disappointed at the end of the game after he, just went off on Boston and he had yet to
he went crazy on them.
He had yet to hear a racist remark being thrown at his way. And he said, "Oh, I know what will do it. I know what will do it right here." And so at the end, he just gave that little stomp and that he was like, well, this will get him now. And then boom, walking off the court, water bottle. Sorry, I'm not really serious about that. I just thought
good. I understand.
it'd be a funny observation. It's like, I'll get him now.
Because honestly, I didn't even fully agree with him, like trying to come with I was hoping him to racist stuff, because he didn't say that when he was there. So it's like you heard it when you heard it when you were there. You should have said something then, honestly. Which I want to salute the Boston players now, because they've all kind of come out and said they've heard it. Because Danny Ainge tried to come out when Kyrie said that. Danny Ainge tried to come out and say, "I've never heard anything racist in Boston in my life." He tried to come out and say that.
Yeah, I heard
Danny Ainge. Yeah, and then all the players on the team were like, "Oh nah, they be wilding for sure." Like all the players came out. Jaylen Brown came out, said something. Marcus Smart said something. I think Morris said something about it. All the guys spoke to it. Made the GM look stupid.
Yeah,
stupid face. Made him look dumb. So I like that the players are speaking out about it, because like, what it is when you're there. Like we all know it is. So if the players are actually speaking to it, then that's the only people that can talk about it. Because anybody else talks about it, it's like, no, it's just the reputation. We don't deserve it.
Yeah,
we like Chada.
Well, and I think that's the best.
Your own players like.
I think that's the best way to address the whole situation is for the players to come out and speak about it, and that should be more effective in nipping it in the butt. Exactly.
Because the way Kyrie did it, it seemed like a little bit of a ploy.
Yeah, exactly.
Also,
I wasn't.
And also, I didn't expect it to work. Yeah. I didn't expect it to work. I figured that would just make Boston be like, "Are you daring us?"
No, that's exactly how I took it too. I'm like, dude, you're really like daring them right now. Like,
they're not gonna just take that like and be quiet about it. No, they're being dared. You are testing their abilities. You know what I'm saying? Now, but apparently Boston is as bold as Utah, because I think Utah just don't care about their reputation. Utah here like, look, we just don't say what we want to say. We don't care. Not all of them, because it's very weird, because the owner seems to be a very not Utah person.
Oh yeah,
like, he seems very not Utah. He owns the team. It's going to get very weird there at some point. Yeah. He's going to make a decision that upsets the large base of the population. It's going to get very interesting. I'm excited for that. Also, Salt Lake City is like 5% black. I don't know if you do that, but I saw that over the weekend.
Yeah, I knew it was really small.
Yeah, because someone was like, on Reddit was like, every time basketball comes around, Utah, they never seen a black person. Somebody's like, Salt Lake City is like 5% black, so they probably haven't. It's like, wow, that is low. That is much lower than I expected, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what a mess, man. I'm sick of fans. Go back to it. Let's build a fake bubble. Keep them out. Deport the fans.
I do not condone Titus's message to all the listeners out there.
Deport the fans. Or reinstate fan punching.
Yeah, I'm with that too.
Which the NBA can't do because of optics.
Screw optics, bro.
I agree personally, but the optics.
Yeah.
Because, that's my point. The Mouse at the Palace. Do you know the night of the Mouse at the Palace? You probably heard this by now.
Yeah,
how the energy was towards blaming the fans.
Yeah, the narrative flipped.
They woke up and was like, "Nah, we got to get the athletes for this."
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And that's where all this started. Once they were allowed to do this, everything went further south.
Yeah,
Westbrook almost beating up about 20 people because of this behavior.
Yeah. I remember that. I remember the announcers talking about the fans throughout the whole thing. And then the next day on SportsCenter, the narrative.
John Saunders straight called him a punk on air. It was incredible.
Really?
Like 3 days ago. I'm like, this is punk, just punks. I was like, oh, this was great. I didn't know it was like this that night. That's incredible. and then it switches, and then the energy switched. But yeah, the NBA, what do you think the NBA should actually do? Because people are like, oh, the NBA needs to do more. And it's like, personally, I think what they should do is you shouldn't be banned from that arena. If you do anything crazy, you're banned from all arenas.
Yeah,
like every one of them. I think that's the real step.
Well, I don't. Yeah, I mean, everybody's talking about that. Like you said, oh, what should the NBA do?
Yeah.
In my opinion, the NBA shouldn't do right now anything. There's nothing they need to do. I'm okay with that. The only reason why I wouldn't be, I'm okay kind of with like a 2-strike thing. Like first strike, okay, you're banned from this arena, and then if they show up somewhere, second strike, because there are some cases, and I've seen it more, maybe it more happens at baseball games, but when there's a whole like commotion and there's a bunch of drunk people involved, I've seen some people get towed away that probably shouldn't have been towed away. It was like, no, it probably should have been that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would give them that little bit of breathing room. So say somebody got caught up in 1 strike, but really they weren't the enforcer. They just got caught up in the wrong place. Yeah, they got to travel, but I'll give them 1 more strike.
Okay, see, I think when we know who directly did something, like we see who directly we see.
Oh yeah, like a fan
incident. Yeah. Like the basketball incidents have all been like we've seen who's done it. Yeah. You gotta go. You're done.
I'm saying people have been banned from stadiums too, not from just fighting other fans. You know, not direct player.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Incidents.
Don't be out fighting. Don't be out fighting fans. Like fans fighting. Dodgers fans be knocking people out. They be sleeping people. They're a crazy bunch. I never want to go to a Dodgers game. They out of pocket. I don't even understand why we so mad. Like you have delicious hot dogs and all this stuff. Like why are you? Vince Scully called you games. Why are you so hateful all the time? I think like 3 different videos this year. Dodgers fans laying people out, bro.
Oh
and
really?
I don't know. They're insane. They're crazy. I don't get it. Ban Dodgers fans too while we're at it.
So Dodger dogs.
Yeah, ban Dodgers fans. Yeah, whatever's in the Dodgers dog is creating problems. So ban Dodgers fans and ban NBA fans. See, football fans, they be the safe ones because they stands be a good distance. It's hard to get up there.
Yeah.
But I remember dude for the Seahawks tried to go up there that one time. He was gonna get somebody. He was a big dude for the Seahawks. He was gonna get somebody that day.
Yeah.
I was cheering for him too. I was like, go get him.
I will throw in another lane if it gets to the point where it looks like, hey, the NBA has to step in and do something else. They can take the European soccer approach. And back in the day, when a lot of times you couldn't even finish soccer games because fans were either on the field fighting players or in the stands fighting themselves, you take out the alcohol. Ban alcohol sales.
Oh yeah.
Inside the arena. But are they going to do that? No. But that's one route they could take in the future if it got to that point, because that's what they had to do in Europe.
Yeah. Europe. See, that's the other thing too. Like, you know how much worse my fan fans would be if we like covered European soccer. Soccer. Because you know they be way out of pocket.
Oh yeah.
Like they be throwing bananas at black people.
Yeah.
They be different over there with that. So
they don't give a F, bro.
No, they do not at all. They are actually the worst. Soccer fans are actually the worst.
Yeah, like
truthfully.
Yeah.
Legitimately soccer fans are the worst. Yeah. So I don't like soccer fans. Well, I don't dislike soccer. I only know American soccer fans. I just know of European soccer fans. I only know soccer fans in America who have a little bit of sense and don't hate everybody. Shout out to Chelsea for the big win. When I play FIFA, I played with Chelsea, so that was like a win for me. Like it was like I won a little bit too because Chelsea won, even though I didn't even know they were in a final. I didn't understand what final it was. I was like, so is this the Champions League or the other? Because it's like 2 Champions League final things. I didn't understand it.
There's a bunch of them.
It's confusing. I thought it was 1 Champions League, and I'm like, but I thought somebody else was in the Champions League thing. What's happening? I got very lost very easily. Soccer confuses me.
Yeah, it confuses me too.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to ATL United game one day though. I'm gonna see what the hype is about. I'm gonna see what the hype is about with ATL United and check out one of those games. So yeah. Salute to the fans. Being Levi, both 3 fans should not be allowed in.
No, that's not.
Glad we agree.
No. Next game.
All right. Do we want to talk? Yes. Do we want to talk? Are we gonna save Clippers match for last? Or are we gonna?
You want to just get into it?
Yeah, we can do it. So, oh wow, it's a 1-point game. I was tied up.
Yeah.
76ers were down 12. They tied the game up. Levi, the Clippers, after going down 0-2 and being the laughing stock of the internet, and all of us projecting on where Kawhi's going to go and what Paul George does from here. Mm-hmm. And Clippers fans on their subreddit saying fire Ty Lue. I saw it. Don't think I didn't see it, Clippers fans. I saw it in your post game threads. Because one thing about me, Levi, I'm going to the post game thread after a game to see the salt. That's what I'm doing. So far, the least salty fan base I've found has been the Memphis Grizzlies. They seem to have the least amount of salt, and I respect them for that. And I think it's the Mike Conley thing.
Well, I was going to say probably the least expectations too.
Low expectations, and Mike Conley's. They love Mike Conley, so seeing him do good. Although I did see one funny comment like, Mike Conley shot like this when he was here, we'd have a championship. I mean,
no,
you wouldn't, but I understand the sentiment.
Yeah.
Nothing worse than seeing your old player do something he didn't do for you. Like, where'd this come from?
Yep.
Did you learn this? That's the worst feeling in the world.
Feels like betrayal. So
the Clippers. Right. So after the Clippers went down 0-2, Ty Lue decided to make some adjustments. After Luka Doncic shot his back out, beating them so bad, created a neck strain from cooking them so bad. The Clippers also figured out, and Paul George actually spoke to this after game 3. He's like, they don't really have a rim protector. I'm like, oh,
no freaking
you figured that out, did you? Did you learn that?
Mm-hmm.
Did you, boy? Did you, boy? I went Irish for a second. Did you learn that? Irish. And then they seem to learn how to go to the basket whenever they want, and there's nothing the Mavericks can do about it.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing for the Mavericks is that's happened in the series that the 3-point shooting has come back down to earth.
Yeah,
because they was out of pocket. 51%, 47%. Then hit 50 again in game 3, even though they lost. I think they still hit 50 in that game.
Mm-hmm.
And then last night was 17.
I'm not sure.
I believe it was 17. Yeah. So the Mavericks shot the most threes this year, but they only made 36% of them. They shot them at a low percentage. Like 36% was what they shot at this season.
Mm-hmm.
So their shooting was out of pocket this whole series. Anyway, it's like this has to come back down at some point. And it finally did. And now they're in a position where I mean, if Luka's hurt and he just has to generate so much offense, I think this series ends in 6. I think the Clippers going to take this.
Yeah, I think the series is over. Yeah. Mainly because Luka's injured.
Right, like Luka's hurt, and they had no answer for him. But once you can limit Luka, once Luka's limited at all, it gets harder on the role players. It's a lot harder on the role players.
Mm-hmm.
And Luka can't shoot free throws for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
It's the weirdest thing in the world. He made none yesterday. He was 0-5. Oh. Was he bad shooting? He was 0-5 from the foul line. Like, if he's limited, that team just doesn't have it. It doesn't have it. As good as Tim Hardaway Jr. has been, as good as KP can be in spots, as good as Dorian Finney-Smith can be, like, they don't have enough. And I think the Clippers made adjustments. They got Rondo a lot more minutes, let him play. Yeah. Shout out to Luke Kennard for having the best seat in the house. Yeah. That's the dream right there, boy. $64 million. They're paying you to sit courtside. That's fire. That's lit. You getting to watch Luka cook?
He hasn't played at all this series.
No, he ain't got a minute. That. Not 1 minute. Not a single one. And I was wondering, like, he can't be that bad. But the point they were making on the Ringer, Big Waz and Siret, so you were making is like, well, being the Big Waz, he was like, problem is Luke Kennard is too slow-footed to play in the series defensively. Like, he might give you some buckets, but defensively, he's just way too much of a liability. And already not doing great defensively. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. $64 million to be on the bench of the playoffs is nasty, though. That is a gross number. That's somebody getting fired. When Scott Barmer look at them numbers in the office, somebody's getting sent to the gulag for sure. We are not playing that.
Hey, speaking of Luke Kennard, shout out. Even though we haven't talked about this series yet, shout out to his Duke teammate, Grayson Allen, actually doing something now in the NBA.
This guy, Grayson Allen. I hate it so much. But yeah,
I wasn't a Grayson Allen fan at Duke. I was a Luke Kennard fan at Duke.
I think only Duke fans like Grayson Allen. And even then it's questionable. Even then it's low-key questionable.
Now, I was a Grayson Allen fan after that freshman game. He had that national championship game.
Oh, yeah.
Freshman. And then, I was like, oh.
Trippington.
Do what? Then he became Trippington. Yeah, and I was like, yeah, this dude's a bitch. I don't like him. But
it's okay you said that. We can bleep stuff out now. It's okay you said that. Yeah, I learned how to bleep stuff. It's okay. But yeah, man. Who we talking about? Oh yeah, the Clippers. Yeah, I think series ends in 6. And the way things are shaking out, Levi, the way this conference is looking right now, the Clippers got a shot at making a run. They do.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Utah can guard any wings. Not effectively.
Yeah.
I don't know if they can do that. So I think that matchup is very well for them.
But you got to think, I mean,
this year's Heat.
They do have a dude, and you got to remember they got a guy under the basket.
They do have that.
So if you're going to drive against Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, but I don't think they might not have to drive as much because I don't feel like.
Yeah, well, they'll probably be more successful on the perimeter.
Right. I think they can kind of guard Utah better because Mitchell is the only real like playmaking threat. Not the only real. Like Mike Conley is too, but like in terms of like you see the difference between that team when they have Mitchell when they don't in game one.
Yeah.
Like we all these shots are more difficult. Like they got one guy that can really slash at any point, and I think it makes life a lot harder. I mean, it's gonna be an interesting series, but I think they can get through that series and actually break through their second round drought.
Man, I think they could.
Yeah. Danny Green is angry. He probably did something stupid. No offense. I mean, respectfully, it's Carolina, brother. I'm just saying. Danny Green be out here wilding sometimes.
I almost bet him on the over, and I should have because I think
did he hit the overnight?
Yeah, I think he did.
Good for him. What was it? What was his line at?
It's like 9 points.
Oh, okay. You never know with that. Danny's too volatile.
Yeah.
Danny's the most volatile stock in the world.
That's why I took him off.
Yeah, he's the most volatile stock on earth. I never know what to do with him. It's been that way since he was at Carolina. I've never understood him.
Yeah.
Like ever. But yeah, I think so. I think the Clippers have an outside shot at making a run at this thing, especially if the other team in LA is injured. Which
have they said anything about AD?
Right into that. AD is not playing Game 5. He's out for game. He's ruled out for Game 5. Groin injuries, man, those things are not. You never know like how those are going to go, and even if you come back, you're probably not right.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's a very big deal. I don't think the Lakers get through the series. I think they're done.
Yeah, I believe they're done too. Without AD, that pretty much just ends it all right there. And then
so like,
I mean, I don't know.
If they had AD, I think the series is over. If they had AD, the series is over. Personally.
Yeah. I mean, I just watched like yesterday. I watched after. I mean, AD didn't play at all in the second half.
Right?
And LeBron was still non-existent in the third, which I get. I know what he does, and he's just setting himself up, like saving it in the tank. But I mean, he literally took the entire quarter and a half in the second half. Yeah. Like so, I was like, you can't sustain any wins.
And he's not right. LeBron's not right either. That's the thing. Like, LeBron's clearly still not right. He's not driving as much as he does. He's not really doing a lot of explosive goals, going to the goal. He's doing a lot of just like he's surviving off mental and just doing perimeter stuff. But he's not really the full LeBron right now. You could tell he's trying to get back into it, but he's not there yet.
Yeah.
So I think that bubble, man. I think all the basketball's catching up to the guys. It caught up to Heat. Like Heat lost a lot of time this year. The Nuggets lost some guys here. Nuggets played like a lot of minutes last year. Not only they lost in 5 in the conference final. They lost a lot of minutes last year because they had 2 7-game series with some overtime mixed in. Played some really hard basketball. It's catching up, man. I think it's catching up. Like AD's been injury prone before. I don't think playing this short schedule helped that at all.
Yeah,
the short schedule helped that. Same with LeBron. LeBron's up there in age. I think it's all catching up to him. And if they had AD. You see, they were handling something. They had AD mostly, right? Like they got through those 2 games. They made Devin Booker look crazy out there push. What Devin? I want to talk Devin Booker real quick. If you're gonna be the star of the franchise, what Devin Booker's supposed to be, you can't be behaving like the role player and just shoving people down because you're mad with 30 seconds left when the game's over. We can't be already getting flagged, getting ejected because we're upset that how the game is going. Like, relax, bro, for real. And then that video resurfaced him complaining about being double teamed and pick up. And I'm like, oh, it's all bad. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Of course, Joakim Noah was the one sending the double team, by the way. Of course, it was him involved in it. It was that guy. But yeah, man. He's looking bad for the Lakers right now. And this series has also not been very entertaining. Can we talk about that? It's been a very not entertaining series.
Yeah.
It's been either Chris Paul injured or tripping somebody or somebody getting hurt for the Lakers, and then a Jay Crowder sighting because Jay Crowder's always going to be around doing something extra. That's just Jay Crowder way.
He's my X Factor.
Yes. He was X Factor against the Suns for a minute too.
Yeah, he was.
He was shooting 10% from 3, I think, at one point. my man's was not. That's the Jay Crowder thing, man. You never know with him. It's like good year, off year, good year, off year. It's never a consistent thing with them. But yeah, I think the Lakers are done if AD's on, unfortunately, and unfortunately for the league in their ratings.
Get out of here.
Because losing
next,
the Lakers.
What's the next game? Nobody cares.
No one cares about the Suns.
What's the next game?
No one cares about the Suns, Levi. You know
Nobody
that, right?
cares about the Lakers. What's the next
Levi,
game?
Levi, don't say that. You know the Lakers. You know the Rays with the Lakers in there is going to be better than what the Suns and a Suns team is. You know that.
Okay.
Don't say that. Okay like that. Okay. I need you to.
Yes, sir. I know. You're right.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna make sure you understand that. Lakers matter. Suns. No one cares about Phoenix. It's Phoenix. The Nuggets are on NBA TV tomorrow night. No one cares about them either. They ain't getting no ratings. Jokic ain't drawing no ratings. And Utah. The Mountain Time Zone is the worst for ratings. Apparently, the Mountain Time Zone is the worst rating place in basketball. That's what I've heard. Yeah, because they're like in between everyone who doesn't care. It's just
I mean, they got mountains to climb. They got other stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And those mountains are ratings, and they don't get none. So yeah, next game. Where we going? Who we got left? It looks like Philly.
We both got the Jazz. Look, Philly's about to lose. It looks like, but I mean,
that's
Philly.
I mean, they'll go back game.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
Yeah. Sweeping the Russell Westbrook team is not easy because he's angry.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Did you see the video of Embiid almost killing Rui Hachimura?
No, I didn't.
But Rui was like, "I'm not jumping. I'm not jumping at this right now." Because like Embiid got the center in the air and then went, did 3 steps and dunked, and Rui did a little, I'm not doing that. And Russ yelled at him. Russ was mad at him for that. Russ, what you want him to do? What was he supposed to do?
Russ just likes to yell, bro.
But Russ apparently tried to take a charge on Joel Embiid one time.
I mean, that don't surprise me.
Russ is crazy. Yeah, apparently Russ sacrificed everything. You die for this if you have to. Oh yeah, and that was Russ in OKC. That was a regular season game. He was out here trying to take a charge on Joel Embiid. Okay, that's a different type of person. But no, Rui did the right thing. Don't end up on the highlight, Rui. You did what you're supposed to do. You end up in the stanchion trying to do that. You been laid out like Kleber was trying to guard Kawhi. You been over there with the homie Kleber. You did the right thing, bro. But yeah, so that series is gonna go 5 and 6 is gonna get them out of here. The Jazz and Grizzlies, think the Grizzlies get another game? Think they're done?
No, they're done.
I agree. Then the interesting series going on.
I'm trying to think if there are any.
Nuggets in Portland is Portland's gonna go 7, and then okay.
So you got Portland.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I mean,
I might say Denver actually. That lack of guard depth matters, but I just feel like with Portland, I think Jokic is gonna get Nurkic in foul trouble a couple more times, and that's gonna be a wrap because Nurkic can actually guard him a little bit.
Yeah,
and they got low key beef because they kicked Nurkic out for Jokic.
I'm really in that series. I'm betting on the style of play over anything, and it's a lot harder to win a best out of 7, in my opinion, when you're playing the style of the Portland Trailblazers. Unless you just have Yusef Nurkic going off like he did in both those wins or one of those wins.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, unless you're involving him more and keeping him as a staple down there. I got the Nuggets winning this.
Yeah, I think the Nuggets get by just because I feel like they might have a little more chances. And Jokic wasn't. I mean, the other thing that hurt them, Michael Porter Jr. took 3 shots in that last game.
Yeah, he only scored 2 points, I believe.
Yeah, that's not a thing. Michael Porter Jr. I don't know. I guess it was his young guy moment. We decided he just didn't think he needed to produce offense. But I don't think that's gonna happen again. I feel like they're gonna tell him, look here, listen to me. You have to go shoot. And when he hears that, he's gonna shoot at least 15 times, quickly. That's all he needs to know. He needs to know he's supposed to shoot. You know what I'm saying?
No,
this series is gonna somehow go 7 games, and we'll see what happens in Game 7.
Well, I mean, I got the Nuggets, but if the Trailblazers come out and win this next game and go up 3-2, I got the Trailblazers winning.
Dame 5, killer Dame 5, killer Dame.
Yeah.
Clinching series Dame.
Yeah. That's
my favorite Dame. Dame when it's series clinches time, boy. It's prayer time for the rest of y'all.
Yeah, it is.
It is prayer time for the rest of y'all when it's time to clinch the series. But yeah, Portland probably wins that. Like I said, that series is gonna go 7. I don't know how it's gonna get there, but we all knew. We all felt like it was going 7 just because that's just the thing. That's a Denver Portland thing. Just go 7 games.
I didn't have them going 7 games. So.
Oh, you didn't?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. If Jamal Murray was here,
I had them as like my least.
Oh yeah, but you did. You say you did an accident. You were sick.
It was an accident. Yeah.
The weather. Yeah.
Had a lot of salad.
Yeah, that's right. I wish Jamal Murray was here, man.
Yeah.
The West is really so not interesting to me with Jamal Murray and the Lakers being gone. Because I thought the Nuggets had a chance of making the finals anyway. Mm-hmm. And you're telling me the Nuggets don't because Jamal Murray's injured and I don't trust them going forward. So you're telling me I have to watch the Clippers or the Jazz, which I will watch the Jazz. I do like Donovan Mitchell, so I will watch, but it's like I don't want to. But I know the people don't want that. And I'm a man of the people. Like, I'm a man of the people. I know the people don't want that. So I didn't want that for the people. You know what I'm saying? I wanted the people to have what they needed.
That's really big of you.
They're not gonna get it. Thank you. Now they're probably not gonna get it because LA is done out here.
Yeah.
LA, the Lakers are done. The Clippers are actually gonna probably get out this first round. And then we'll see what happens next.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it is the year of vengeance, like you said, Paul George, Joe Ingles revenge.
Yes. And that was my third team of vengeance was the Clippers.
Oh, good. Imagine needing vengeance on Joe Ingles, by the way. Good God, man. I'm not saying like Joe Ingles is bad, but you're Paul George, dog. Like you were the face of a team at one point. Now you got to get revenge on Joe Ingles.
Yeah.
A legendary role player. That is sick. Disgusting. But all right. I think that's every series, I believe.
Yeah. I do want to just throw in the fact that I want to apologize to Trae Young, even though I really shouldn't be apologizing because you gave me every reason to, say bad things about you. But
that's a wild start to an apology.
Yeah, exactly. But also, I want to say, not only do I apologize to Trae Young, I also want to apologize to Luka because I did say y'all were basically the same player and I didn't want either of y'all because y'all whined and y'all were taking too many shots and weren't making them. But I forgive y'all. And not only do I forgive y'all, I have fallen in love with y'all over these playoffs because I love that attitude. It's the same attitude that y'all have been carrying, but y'all are finally backing it up now, and we're in the playoffs, and I absolutely loved it.
It's not channeled at the refs.
Do I? Yes, and it's not channeled at the refs. It's channeled at the fans. It's channeled at the other team, and I love it all. I love Trae's constant chirping. He's been doing a lot of chirping, a lot of Russell Westbrook, Dame Lillard chirping out there, and I love it because he's backing it up. And I think one of my most favorite things I've seen so far in these playoffs was, did you see the double tech between Pat Bev and Luka?
I was listening, but I didn't see it,
bro. Luka,
I feel like Pat Bev
didn't do anything, bro. But Luka said, "You know what? If I'm about to play Pat Bev games with you right now, bro." So if you didn't see the breakdown, Luka is being guarded by Pat Bev. Luka gets by him.
Who cannot guard him?
Yeah, inside the arc. Well, they call a foul. I can't remember who the foul's on. It might have been a reach by Pat Bev, or I think the foul was actually down low in the post. But anyways, they call the foul. Pat Bev is behind Luka. Luka is by the basket, okay? So as they call the whistle, the refs, talking, Luka turns around, takes 2 hard dribbles. We're not going towards the basket anymore. The play's dead. He's going straight into Pat Bev and just dropped the shoulder into Pat Bev. And so, of course, did that draw a reaction from Pat Bev? Of course it did.
Naturally.
So by the time the refs turn around, they're tangled up and they both got the double tech. And Pat Bev spent 5 minutes chirping at the refs saying, I didn't do anything. And everybody got in the whole mob. All the Clippers guys ran to his defense and they got in Luka's face. And Luka was just sitting there smiling. Like, he's like, I did it. I got y'all right where I want y'all. And I loved every single second of it. I love it.
Pat Bev got a reputation tech.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Like, Luka did the most perfect thing ever, bro. Like, he went, like, Pat Bev really didn't do nothing, bro. Like, but hey, he went after the right dude. He got the reputation set. Like,
Did you see the thing with like before the game, Luka practicing his trash talk on Boban, like you said?
Oh, really? He did?
Yeah, Luka went to Boban like before the game. They had him where he tells Boban like, "You cannot guard me." He just tells him that. Tells Boban that in pregame warm-ups, just tells him straight to us like, "You cannot guard me." Like he's practicing. He's getting it. He's making sure it's right before the game starts.
Dude, I love this, man. Like, I really do love good trash talking, but I mean, I know I've seemed like I don't because I've been hating on like Russell Westbrook and all these dudes, but and I've been hating on Trey and Luka. That's just because they weren't backing it up, in my opinion. But now it's full force. It's dirty. It's gritty. I love it.
Yeah, I used to do with Trey and Luke. Well, Trey got his coach fired, and I'm like, you too young to be getting your coach fired. I don't appreciate that. And then Luka was just like, and then with both of them's like, why y'all crossing the ref so much? And Luka's out here leading, like getting Draymond level texts. It's like, why? Yeah. Stop. But now it's just fun, right? It's just fun right now. This playoff basketball is just exciting.
And that was Luka's last tech he could give up. That one he did on Pat Bev.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah. But he was smart, man. He played that smart. Like that's the.
Or does it reset? I thought reset in the playoffs.
I thought. Oh, you may be right. Yeah, that's right. Because you would have missed time going into the playoffs,
right?
Or in the first. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
I think that's right.
But no, he did.
No. I don't think that's right because that's how Draymond got suspended.
I thought Draymond had all his texts in the playoffs.
It may have. You're right. I mean, Draymond could.
I don't remember. You might be right though. I don't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I do. That was the funniest thing about when people were like, "Oh man," like talking about that series where they blew the Warriors, we had 3-1 lead. Like, "Oh, Draymond, man, they shouldn't have spent Draymond." I'm like, nah, Draymond earned that one. I'm sorry. Draymond knew what it was.
Yeah, I mean,
it was we call it out. They let you slide in the conference finals when they really should have suspended you. Then they really should have got you out of here then and let you slide. And you had another incident. I'm sorry. I feel nothing for you, bro.
The suspension was appropriate, but at the same time, I will forever claim that the Cavs aren't making that comeback if Draymond's there in the fifth game.
Probably not. But I also want to say that team went out. That Warriors team went out sad. It's not made enough. The thing that gives me that Warriors team that they like when Draymond got suspended, Klay Thompson was like, I don't know, this is a man's game, and then y'all didn't win another game after that. That's embarrassing. Yeah, that is a different level of embarrassment because y'all talk too much. Yeah, and then
they got too cute.
They did. And someone made a point. They were probably worn. They could have been worn down from that long Thunder series because it took a lot to come back from that and then wore them down. Like that's true, but also they went out sad. I don't care.
Yeah. And also yesterday was the 3-year anniversary of J.R. Smith for getting the score.
Bro, do you know how behind? I was like, how behind are we? That was the finals were in the May, and we're here in May, and we still in the first round.
Yeah,
that is not. It's gonna be a long summer. It's gonna be a long summer. I don't even heard this, but Draymond is on NBA TV, NBA on TNT tonight, filling in. And he said. With a lot of confidence, the Nets are going to the finals. Like he is not worried about anybody. Like they asked him, and like he was going to the finals. He was like, "In the East, like the Nets. Like who's about to beat them?" And when NBA players talk, I listen. The current NBA players talk, I listen. When they give and say, I'm like, because they know things. You know what I'm saying? Draymond's one of the smartest players we got. So Draymond be so confident. The Nets says a lot. However, Bucks in 6. It's getting that. Bucks in 6.
Hawks in 5.
Over the Knicks?
Yeah, over the Knicks.
Okay. I thought you was coming at BSI.
Yeah. You better watch your back, man. We're coming for y'all next, Philly.
Ooh. I have my BSI apparel for the second round show. If y'all get through this round. My BSI apparel will be rocking for the next NBA show. The second round NBA show. But yeah, that it? We done?
Yeah, we good done. Here?
I bet. This was a good one. It wasn't as free flowing. We actually had structure today. That was nice. Yeah. We had loose structure. A loosely structured podcast.
Yeah. Yes.
And we're in agreement on like everything. You know what I'm saying?
Well, not the fans.
Even the fans.
Yeah.
Even the fans.
Not the fans.
Somebody's gonna think you're on my side with this somehow. They're gonna be like, why don't y'all like fans? They'll come and vote this. The same way Jess got blamed for Whittingham calling Phil Mickelson bad. Same way just.
Oh yeah, she deserved to be grouped into that too. A lot of slander going on. She just did a good job at deflecting it.
She did for sure. But yeah, man. Salute to y'all. Thank you for listening.